Okay. Hey,
What's up, guys?
we're on the airwaves,
Sure are.
and we have some obscure techno-ish music.
Some, more hopping music, I guess.
I don't know what you want to call this. Hopping. Yeah, makes me want to go OD on some X or something. Go chase a white rabbit down a hole.
What drugs you taking? You see what rabbits you seeing?
You know, what drugs do I not take?
Touche.
That's true. You're the one that sells drugs.
I do sell drugs, actually.
She's a drug dealer.
I am.
Drug.
In the most legal sense.
Is any drug dealer legal?
You'd be surprised.
It's
You'd
true.
be surprised.
It's true. It worked for Pablo Escobar.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He ran a whole government from the jail.
I mean, I know. It's crazy. And I mean, there is an opioid epidemic going on in America, too, and there's a reason behind that. Because they allow me to sell them.
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah. She sells them, and then somebody sells them to somebody else, and then somebody sells them onto the street.
Well, at that point, I have no control over that.
And then
so-
somebody's doing bad stuff in a corner with a guy for some opioid.
Yeah,
Good job.
I know.
Thanks for ruining the world.
It's not my fault.
Law and Disorder, everybody.
What's up, guys?
We started the show talking about our disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, with our weird music, but we're getting there, guys. We're getting there.
you know, I like it. I kind of dig it. I don't know what they are.
Do
but-
they have titles?
No, it just says no copyright sound 2017. So it's a no copyright mix 2017.
Yes, by we I mean Sergio forgot to bring our indie music.
This
So,
is indie music.
techno indie music.
Hey, techno indie music gotta have love too, you know.
Yeah, I'm not hating. I'm not hating, man.
So welcome to the show.
Welcome, guys. We are now officially Law and Disorder.
Yes. Go ahead and tell them where we're unlawfully and disorderly at.
Oh, yeah. So I finally got all of our social media updated. So we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And I actually included all of the links on our previous page, Drunk and Disorderly, so that you have those links available and you can check out the new sites. And we'll be posting stuff real soon, like this video.
Did we take down Drunk and Disorderly Facebook?
I do not have control of that because I'm not the creator. I tried.
Oh, okay. So we have a new Facebook page.
We have a new Facebook
Oh.
page, but it's good. I left the Drunk and Disorderly Facebook page up, so all of our current
Wow.
friends and people who have liked our page will see that information.
I like
and
how I
can
hear
check out
about
the new
this
stuff.
after the fact. This could be a whole conversation.
I told you last night that I did this.
No, but I didn't know you had a new Drunk and Disorderly Facebook page.
It's called Law and Disorder.
I know. Well, I didn't know that we lost the first one
Because I couldn't edit
Because I
the
need to-
Drunk and Disorderly page.
because I need to murder somebody that handles the Drunk and Disorderly page. Okay. Yeah, not you.
Not me.
He's in the hiatus right now, and I'll be finding him very shortly. So, Law and Disorder.
Back again.
All the time.
Back before Thanksgiving break.
Thanksgiving is this week. Yes, Thanksgiving. I guess we can talk about things that we're thankful for on the show.
Yes.
We can talk about that.
I saw a hashtag, or pound, as we should say, pound, bring back pound.
We're bringing back Pound.
Pound, bring back pound. There's I guess you'd say a hashtag going around called Thanksgiving Clapback. And it's a way to make comeback remarks when people tell you stuff. So when we go on break, I'll look some up on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll share them with y'all and see what I find. They're pretty funny.
Thanksgiving Clapback.
Clapback.
Sounds like something I would contract over Thanksgiving.
It sounds like an
when
STD.
you're in college and you come back from Thanksgiving breaks. So what happened? Oh, this girl gave me clapback. It just,
Yeah, I need to go get tested.
I
Mom.
thought she was clean. I don't know. She said she'd never done that before.
And I believed her.
I know. That's how it always starts.
Girls are good liars.
I know. Guys are idiots at engaging.
Anything for the D.
I guess. So we'll be talking Thanksgiving clapbacks.
Yep. What else do we want to talk about? We want to talk about Cowboys game this Thursday?
We can talk about the Cowboy game. We're gonna do a review on Justice League since we both saw it.
Yes.
We both saw it, so we both have we went to 2 different theaters and saw this movie, so we can get our perspective of the movie from our personal
Yes.
experience.
That'll be good.
So we'll have all kinds of things going on.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then whatever other shenanigans we get into between now and the end of the beer.
Exactly. We start drinking and stuff just pops into our heads and we just talk
And
about
some
it.
things just pop out of our heads.
Literally.
Ideas that we thought we had, we forget all of a sudden.
Pretty much.
So let us get our thoughts together.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy some grand,
Non-copyrighted techno indie music.
yes. And we'll be back. Coming in on the, I think it's a saxophone solo. I think.
Yeah, it sounds like an alto.
There's an alto sax in the background leading us back into the show from the break.
Fun fact, in high school I was in jazz band, so I know all about sax solos. And
So was I.
Really?
Uh-huh.
What did you play?
Tenor and soprano sax.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I played?
Alto sax.
No, I played piano.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now we're gonna have next week. We're gonna have jazz band revival.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes. So, do you want to be serious, or do we want to be not so serious?
Well, I never want to be serious.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. So we were going to talk about what we're thankful for this year. So, what are we thankful for? Kate? Give me something you're thankful for.
I am thankful for beer.
I'm thankful for beer.
Cheers.
Next year, maybe the year after, maybe 5 years from now, I'll be thankful that craft beer has been eradicated.
Is that really going to happen?
I hope so. A lot of the major beer companies are buying out a lot of these craft beer entities so that they can just kind of swallow them up and dissolve them.
Really?
Otherwise, like Anheuser-Busch and Coors and all that won't exist because all these craft beers are taking them out of the business.
Well,
But-
they taste better.
But you have more money than them, so you can just buy them out and then shelf them.
That's
So,
what happens when you have money. You can do
So-
whatever you want.
so I hope that my Coors Light's still good in 5 years and craft beer is dead.
Aw.
So that's my future thankfulness.
Okay, your future thankfulness.
What else are we thankful for?
Well, I am, to be cheesy, I'm thankful for you in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
I'm thankful for not this show. No. I'm thankful for the opportunity to do a show. Somewhat no holds barred. There's some restrictions, but it's mainly put on by us. We police ourselves.
Pretty much. We are literally building this thing as we go along. So,
We put one brick up and we take 2 down. And we just slowly build this wall, baby.
there we
That's
go.
how America's going to do it.
Mhm.
There's like another solo. This is freaking awesome music. I love it.
He was so against it earlier.
I know. Now I'm like, oh, let's just listen to the music, and I don't have to talk at all. Let's just listen to this shit. Okay, so we're thankful for beer, our show, the death of craft beer in the upcoming future. I'm thankful for family, of course.
Of course.
Family, friends, co-workers, whatever you want to call her.
The coworkers you like working with, not the ones you don't like working with, because those ones you wish would just die and go to hell.
Yeah, she has to deal with me once a week. She's hoping. She's getting ready. So we're thankful for that. Anything else? Anything good? Like anything like really we're thankful for?
Really
Like anything really badass that we're thankful for?
Really badass?
I mean, family and all that stuff's cool, but
Yeah, my family's not badass.
is there anything that we're just like, ooh, fireworks, explosives?
Actual fireworks?
Yeah.
Those are legal? Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to be legal. They just have to explode.
Yeah.
Not like Unabomber explode, just
Yeah.
like, you know, Black Cats and M80s.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that stuff. So, you were talking about clapback.
Yes.
So I guess a clapback, by definition, is when somebody says something to you, and then you're just kind of talking smack back to them. Basically, you're just talking smack,
Basically, you're talking smack
It's your
back
comeback.
to somebody.
It's your comeback.
It's your comeback.
but it's called a smackback.
Yes,
or
and it's trending.
slapback.
It's trending on Twitter as hashtag Thanksgiving clapback.
Clapback.
And remember, guys, pound bring back pound. So I say hashtag, but in my mind, I'm thinking pound.
So why don't you just say pound?
Because that still might confuse some of our new followers and watchers.
I need to get like a paddle that has the pound symbol. So when you say pound, I like raise it up.
Let's do
We
it.
should get a paddle for that. Yep, I agree.
And if it helps, I made our Twitter logo, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram cover pages all pound bring back pound.
Nice.
So please check it out
So
and watch our first
that
video.
somebody thinks that we want like pound hamburgers to come back. Like, yeah,
Something like that.
fuck the quarter pounder. We need the full pound.
Pound.
I love these guys. They want to bring back the pound hamburger.
Oh, now I want a quarter pounder. Crap.
That's
Anyway.
a whole other discussion we can have.
Cool. Okay, back to Thanksgiving clapback. So you search that pound on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come up with a bunch of crazy, funny stuff. So let's go through the ones I just searched for.
Okay.
So your cousin says to you, how many plates you going to have before dessert? Me. How many kids you going to have before you're 22?
Ooh,
What?
I like it.
That one's hilarious.
I like it.
Your aunt and uncle. How's your GPA? Me. Better than your marriage.
Ooh, that one's all right. Let me have one.
Okay.
Let me have one. What you got here?
Nah.
Oh, you still listening to that rap music garbage? Your side dishes still finding their way in the garbage? That's messed up. I know somebody like that.
Yeah.
Their dishes end up in the garbage. Okay, back of the line. Kids eat first. Me. Bet you was in the front for them food stamps though.
Dude. Oh, God. All right. Uncle. When you going to tell me how you got fired from your job? Me. When you going to tell your son he adopted?
Ooh, that's messed up.
Hey,
At least he got adopted.
right.
Usually that doesn't happen. They just let you figure it out.
Let's see.
Oh, here it goes. Her. Why you eating so many breadsticks? Me. Why is no one eating your casserole? Hell. In what family would this not start a fight? Oh, here.
Dude.
That one.
This one?
That one.
This one?
Oh, you can do that one too.
Okay. I heard you've been giving your mama attitude. Me. I heard you've been giving Uncle Jay head.
Ooh. Uncle Jay, you dog.
Uncle Jay. Your mom been telling me you need to raise your GPA. Me. Your wife been telling me you need to raise your kids. Dude, these are hilarious.
I'll do this one.
Okay.
Aunt, I heard you started smoking weed. How's your grades looking? Me, I heard you got fired. How's them bills looking?
And y'all can't see this, but when you're searching for these hashtags, like all of these Twitter posts like have hilarious little pictures included with them. Like that one had like this dog that just has like the nastiest look on his face. It's so funny.
It's pretty funny.
Yep.
Let's do 2 more. What you
Okay.
got? Oh yeah, that one.
Your aunt. You still don't have a man? It's been months, girl. Me. You still don't have hair? It's been years.
That's jacked up. How you gonna tell her that? Oh, I got this one right here.
Okay.
Your aunt. You need to stay out of adult conversations. Me. You need to stay out of married man's beds.
What? Mic drop.
I don't really want to drop it, but
I know. I was about to drop mine. I stopped myself.
man, that's it. You can't beat that.
But guys, these are hilarious. So like I said, get on Twitter and search hashtag or pound Thanksgiving clapback, and you'll just be entertained for an hour straight. Just looking at all these.
Longer than you'll be entertained watching this show, I promise you.
Yeah.
Clapbacks. I don't know. There needs to be a shirt for that.
We should post our own Thanksgiving clapback.
We need to think of our own Thanksgiving clapback.
We'll think of one and we'll post it on Twitter.
Okay, we should do that.
There we go. We'll post it on all our social media and get that going. But yeah, we will create our own Thanksgiving clapback.
That just sounds so dirty. Like clapback. I couldn't think of a better name than that.
I didn't come up with the hashtag.
You didn't come up with the pound clapback. That sounds dirty in itself.
It does.
Pound clapback. I like it. So here is some more non-copyrighted music for you. Shout out to those guys. Welcome back to Drunken Disorderly Rave Edition. I don't know, man. I feel like we're missing drugs or black lights or something. Both.
Strobe light.
Strobe lights.
Some
like
glow in the dark, like necklaces.
like guys with pacifiers in their mouth and
those gloves that light up. And
the shoes. The shoes, the little light up shoes, and they're like break dancing.
Everything
and shit.
glow in the dark. Everything light up.
Yeah. Some things you don't even want glowing in the dark, glow in the dark in this event.
Like you could go into a club like that and walk out and start getting seizures after that.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. That's probably a good idea. I mean, it's probably not a good idea, but that's probably what would happen. I'd rather just drink and walk out drunk than be all like,
Well, that's how they trick you, because you buy a drink, you drink it, and you go out and dance, you get hot and sweaty, and then you go back and get another drink. Until they make
as
money.
opposed to taking one $10 pill and it keeps you up for 4 days. Then you start having heart palpitations.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Yep. I know how that goes. I mean, not really. I mean, yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. We're just going to leave that life behind us.
Yep.
So, another week of football. Another week that you probably did not watch.
watched some of the past Cowboys game, but I got disappointed and I stopped watching.
You know, that's kind of you're a little young to understand or to remember this, but that's kind of how it was back in the day.
And by back in the day, what year are we talking? 1990 something?
No, in the 90s we were good. In the late 80s we sucked. I mean, we're not that bad. We're not as bad as we were back then. But right now we're pretty good and we have some talent. We have a lot of talent, but it's just not all coming together. And it's a kick in the pants. I mean, you know, it just happens. It's sports. But sports is supposed to be an outlet. Sports is supposed to be like an escape. And it seems like sports has turned kind of political lately.
What doesn't become political? I mean, everyone has an agenda, and they find any outlet or any excuse to bring it up, to be honest.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say that you shouldn't be entitled to your free speech, because that's your given right. I have my free speech here. This is our right. But at the same time, I don't put this down everybody's throat every day.
No.
Neither do you.
We want people to watch our show and, you know, like us and follow us, but I can't force you to watch us.
But I want you to, I mean, I appreciate the fact that there is an agenda and people want to stand up for people's rights, for whatever injustice there is in the world. We're not Batman. We're not a freaking vigilante. All you can really do is put it out there in the world.
There's a time and a place for everything.
And you know what? I'm
There is.
perfectly fine with there being a time and a place at a sporting event. Where was I? I was at the circus the other day. That sounds really weird. I was at a circus the other day. It was like a charity circus thing. And they did the national anthem beforehand. It was very like, God bless the USA, you know, very Americana. And there was a part of me that said, I should kneel right now just to see what happens. I really almost did it. If I didn't have my kid with me, I probably would have. I wanted to kneel just to see what would happen. Not even to do anything to raise any kind of awareness. Really, the awareness I was going to raise was get over it.
Yeah.
Pound get over it. On both sides. It's like, I get it. You want to raise your agenda and you want to promote inequality. Great. Do it. But at the same time, it's a football game. It's supposed to be entertainment.
Yeah.
And for the people that get all huffy and puffy where they're like, well, they shouldn't be allowed to kneel because they're football players. He makes $45 million a year and you don't. He can do what he wants. You know? And
if you don't want to see it, don't go to the game.
And
don't watch it.
And it's not like he's using his platform for anything negative. I mean, he could be doing a whole lot worse with his fame besides trying to raise awareness for injustice and inequality in the world. So it's kind of like, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, it's a two-way street.
It really is. It goes both ways, and everyone on the left has their opinion, everyone on the right has their opinion, and that's how it's always going to be.
But it's just, I mean, it's like, you're not hurting anybody by protesting it. You're not hurting anybody by boycotting the protester. Okay, nobody's right, in my opinion, nobody's right, nobody's wrong.
Not for this, no.
I think that once either side gives up, then you're wrong. Because you shouldn't give up in your beliefs. No matter what you believe, good or bad.
Yeah.
Maybe not bad. I mean, Charles Manson, can I RIP Charles Manson?
That's a good thing to talk about. Well, does he deserve an RIP?
I mean, he had an agenda. His agenda was very skewed, and he was very demonic.
He was mentally ill.
And I would say he didn't hurt anybody. And you know what? Technically, he didn't. Legally, he was just there when those people were murdered.
He physically did not do the murdering.
He was the puppet master.
Instigator,
the puppet
like brainwasher, person in charge. They called him the god and the devil all mixed
But you
into
know
one.
what? He crossed that line. But if he hadn't led anybody to kill people, he would have been just another dude that's a little off. That's the difference. By the way, did you know that a lot of people were putting R.I.P. Marilyn Manson? They were like, R.I.P. You taught me to. It was stupid. So it was R.I.P. Marilyn Manson or R.I.P. Charles Manson. You taught me how to be myself in the 90s. And it's like,
what are you talking about?
like no, wrong Manson. Yeah, a lot of people thought Marilyn Manson died instead of Charles Manson.
I feel like he's one of those celebrities that always has a fake death.
No, but it's just they had the same similar name.
I know. That's just
Charles Manson, Marilyn Manson, same thing. No, they're not.
no.
Charles Manson was crazy. Marilyn Manson pretends to be crazy.
Yeah, there's a difference.
I don't even know how we put Charles Manson and Marilyn Manson in this conversation.
You brought it up.
I brought them in.
Whatever.
I wrangled them in. Didn't somebody else die recently? Who died?
Didn't someone from, was it Led Zeppelin die? Or
Oh, no, from AC/DC.
AC/DC. Okay, yeah.
Malcolm Young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I forgot all about that. I don't know. It's like my idols are dying. The people I grew up listening to musically are dying. It sucks getting old. It sucks getting old.
I know I'm not as old as you, but I am getting older, and I have noticed it, and it does suck.
Well, speaking of getting old and people dying, Linkin Park won an American Music Award over the weekend.
They did?
They won an American Music Award.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was great.
Mhm.
So awesome. Good for them. They deserve it after the year they've had. But here's what happened. Here's the really weird part. Apparently, whatever credentials they had were not the correct credentials. So at one point, the American Music Award people told them, like they pulled them out and said, hey, you know, your credentials aren't right. You're not technically supposed to be here. Yeah, we're going to give you a temporary credential until we figure this out. So then fast forward to later in the show, they win an award. They win an American Music Award. And then after that, shortly after that, they called them back out, and basically the cops escorted them out and said, you have to leave. You don't have the credentials to be here.
And by credentials,
Like,
you mean
they had, like, these little
the
lanyard-
right ticket or something?
They didn't have the right ticket, basically. And they had their little lanyard, and because like I said, the first one was incorrect, and then the second one they put like temporary on it. And then LAPD, I think it was LAPD, whatever city they were in. Yeah, they were kicking them out, and there's a video on, I think it's Instagram. I think it's Mike Shinoda's Instagram, maybe his Snapchat. But he's just taking videos of the whole event, and he's telling the cop, he's like, officer, I'm supposed to be here. We just won an award. And he's holding the award. And they kick him out. They're like, yeah, we're getting kicked out of the American Music Awards, and we just won an award like 20 minutes ago. And they're like, no, officer, really, we're not. Like, they didn't fight the officers or anything, but they're being smart asses. Like, yeah, we're supposed to be here. We just won the award.
Like, they want us here.
Yeah.
We need to be here.
So I don't even know how you screw that up.
Like, what cop escorts out Linkin Park?
How do you not know who that is?
Why are you not standing there going, can I get your autograph?
How
Can
are
I
you
get a
working?
picture?
That should be like a prerequisite to these award shows. You need to know who some of these people are so that you can at least, like, you know it's not just random Yahoo saying that they're in the band. You know, oh no, you're not really in the band. But how weird is that?
That's just poor planning on either an admin part or their organization,
But the American
whatever.
Music Awards invited them to the award show. They were nominated. They win an award, and then they get kicked out for not having the proper credential.
Well,
I'd pull up my Spotify and be like, hit play, and be like, you hear that? That's my voice. You see that picture on the cover? That's me. Fuck yourself and let me get in here.
well, I hope after that whole situation they can walk away from this and just kind of laugh, and then in the future they
It's
can talk
horrible.
about
It's
remember that one
idiotic.
time we won an award and got kicked out and escorted out by the cops.
It's idiotic. Makes the cops look so stupid.
There are stupid people in this world. I've learned that as I've gotten older.
They're not all cops either. It's just in this scenario they work.
Yeah, it's just people in general are
Yeah.
stupid.
Pound idiots. I don't know.
Pound stupid people.
Like, from a literal context, 2 pound stupid people.
Right.
Just go find one and pound them. I don't think I can insinuate a riot from YouTube, can I?
You can try.
I definitely can. Okay.
I love this music. It's like every new track that comes on is a surprise.
It really is. This is very improvisational. I love it. So let's take a beer break and we'll be back. We always talk about thoughts that we had, and then we lost them. And that's where I said things come out of your head when you start drinking. You start thinking of cool stuff, and then you forget. But here was one thing I was impressed at during the break. Kate here slammed that little beer. Pretty impressive the way you slammed that little beer.
Had a lot of practice.
You must have gone to a college that had a low graduation rate. Must have had a high dropout rate.
They had a high dropout rate.
Yeah,
Everyone
because
that stayed graduated.
most of the kids get hammered every night.
I will say this. So I made a lot of friends my freshman year. I did not have as many friends the next 3 years because they all dropped out after freshman year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, we were talking about just drinking in general and the binge drinking. And what did you say at Texas A&M? They have a ring toss?
Ring dunk.
Ring
so
dunk.
I did not go to A&M. So for all you A&M watchers, if I get something wrong, I'm sorry. But yes, so there's a tradition where when an Aggie gets their Aggie ring, because it's a really big deal down there, they do something called a ring dunk. So they get a glass pitcher that they buy and they fill it up with beer, and you drop your ring in it, and then you chug the pitcher of beer and catch your ring in your teeth. And the goal is to just drink the beer as fast as you can.
But the weird thing is that it's like, okay, Mom, I get it. Your big brother went to A&M. He wants to see you chug a beer. But it's like Grandma went to A&M. She wants to see you. Your dad.
It is a tradition.
It's not just like, oh, big brother who's still a drunk. It's like Grandpa who went to A&M in the 30s. Mm-hmm. He wants to see you because that's what they did back in the day. It's very, some of those traditions are very weird down there.
They have so many, and I'm learning them as I go along. I did not go to A&M. I went to UNT, Go Mean Green.
You're not allowed to walk on the grass?
In certain parts, you can't.
You can't walk on the grass because...
There's a certain tree you can't walk under.
Their dogs, the old mascots, are buried outside of the stadium, but now they have a scoreboard so that they can always see the score. Did you know that one?
No.
Reveille, the dog, the mascot, whatever Lassie was, a border collie or...
It's like, yeah, a border collie.
Whatever it was. In the old way the stadium was set up, before it was enclosed, they had the dog cemetery outside of the stadium. But they had the cemetery to where they could face the scoreboard and always see the score.
Aww.
So if I'm not mistaken, after they renovated the stadium, they completely enclosed it, so now the dogs couldn't see the score. So I believe they put a miniature scoreboard at the cemetery so the dogs can still see the score.
Aww.
I think. Don't get me wrong. Don't quote me on that.
I haven't seen.
But I think that's right.
See that there, but yeah, you could be right.
I don't know. But you have to drink a pitcher of beer to get your class ring.
Yeah, that should be the requisite, right? It's the other way around. You get your ring, you drink a pitcher of beer.
That's so weird. I don't know. So anyways, I saw her drinking that beer, and I'm like, man, she's got some experience drinking some beer. And where did she learn it from? College. Where most alcoholics learn it.
That's what you really learn in college.
Learn how to drink beer.
Yep.
You don't learn how to drink wine until you become an adult.
I drank boxed wine. I always had boxed wine in the fridge.
That stuff is nasty, dude.
Yeah, but it's cheap and can't break a box of wine.
You know, I never thought about not breaking a box of wine.
And you can take it to the pool. You carry it around with you.
You put it in a backpack.
You can take the bag out and play slap the bag with it.
What is slap? That's another thing that sounds like you get at spring break.
You don't know what slap the bag is?
No.
So, you get a box of wine. The wine is still in a bag, correct? So you take the bag out of the box, and what you do is that you hold the bag above your head, you slap it, and then you twist the spout, and you just down as much as you can in one gulp. And then, it's a group effort. So normally you're in a circle with your friends, and you just pass the bag around. Everyone slaps the bag, and...
That's another thing I noticed about college. Your freshman year, they want you to take a meningitis shot because meningitis is pretty rampant.
They make you get one before you start college.
Right, because meningitis is something that you get, through the mouth, right?
Yeah, it's like the kissing disease.
It's like the kissing disease, almost. Mono or whatever. But now that I think about it, there's a good reason why they do that, because if you think about it, you're sharing beer bongs, you're sharing that thing there, pop the bag, whatever you called it.
Slap the bag.
Slap the bag. Yeah, college is like an infestation of germs.
It is. It really is. And some people are gross.
Then you take a shower. I think in the dorms you have to shower with people.
Mm-hmm. Depending on what dorm you live in.
It's like prison, but you pay to go there.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Pay too much to go there.
It's true. I don't know. It all started with that beer, that one idea. So
Funny what we come up with on this show.
I don't want to touch your glass because then I'll get
I've had my meningitis shot. Get over it.
Mennonitis. Aren't those the people that give books?
Mennonites?
Those, oh yeah. I thought that was something you catch too.
No.
Catch Mennonitis. So,
There's Mennonites, there's Heterites.
are those the people that only date straight people?
No, I've seen them before. I don't know exactly.
What are heteroites?
Heterites.
What are those?
It's not quite Amish, more modern than that, but they farm and they don't use technology as far as I know. I don't know. I didn't fact check any of this. But they always sell their food at the farmer's market and they always have good produce there.
So you don't believe in electricity, but you believe in taking Square Pay to take my credit
Some
card
of them
payment?
I think do use electricity because they do use cars and things like that. But like they probably don't watch TV. They're not on social media.
They're allowed to
stuff
have
like
a
that.
phone, but they're not allowed to have Facebook.
They probably just have phones that only make calls. Or
And flip phones.
flip phone.
It's pretty awesome.
T9.
T9. The kids that are cheating are doing T9. You kind of dated yourself there because there's kids that don't know what T9 is.
I know what T9 is. I've never used it because
You're-
I didn't have a phone.
That was
at
like
time.
the longest text message ever. You could you were badass if you could text with T9 at the speed people can text now. So
I don't even have to text. I can just
Talk.
press a button and talk, and it will text for me.
Yeah.
That's how I text in the car. I'm not texting with my thumb. I talk into my phone. It does it for me.
it's true.
Thank you, Siri.
So Justice League came out this past week. The Justice League movie.
I went and saw it.
That was pretty.
Nice. It wasn't as. God.
Foam absorbs the foam. Did you? I don't know. You weren't here for that show. Me and Steven, the other one in this group, we had a conversation about the mic smelling and like how long it holds the smell, and we were smelling each other's mics. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of us got Mennonitis. From doing that.
Meningitis.
Whatever they were. So, anyways, speaking of people in confined areas that don't like each other,
Movie theaters.
and Justice League, yeah, we saw it this week. Kate went and saw it with her significant other.
Yep.
I went and saw it with my significant other.
Not together.
Not
It's
together.
not a
It
double
wasn't a double
date.
date,
No, I went and saw it by myself. He went and saw it.
So,
This is gonna be our official movie review.
this is our first movie review.
Our first Law and Disorder movie review.
Here's one thing I don't know because we went to different theaters. I went to an AMC theater. Did you go to an AMC theater?
No, I went to a theater in Allen called I Pick Theaters.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
It's got like couches and
Couches, servers, alcohol, food, pool tables, bar, the works.
now did I always wonder, are the previews the same at all theaters for the same movie? Like, is that like is the preview attached to the movie?
I don't know. I do know that like if you go see a horror movie, they show like scary movie previews. Same thing with like a comedy movie, they show comedic movie previews. But
Like,
I don't know.
I wonder
if
if
they're
the
all
same preview, if we saw the same previews. I don't even remember what I saw. I saw Star Wars. I saw the Star Wars trailer. You would have known if you saw the Star Wars
I
trailer.
did see the Star Wars trailer. No. That was for the last movie I saw. I didn't see one for this. The Justice
Okay, we'll
League
see.
movie.
It's different. It
I
is
saw a trailer for the Black Panther movie.
different. See, I didn't see that one, but I've seen that one.
Okay, so now we know.
But it looks like a good movie. So I really thought they were attached to the movie.
Guess not.
Okay.
This depends on the
Thanks
theater.
for ruining that for me my whole life. So, Justice League. The one thing I noticed about Justice League, there's, I don't want to pick a bone here, but do you ever watch a preview and you're like, oh, that's kind of funny, or that's a cool line, and then you never see it in the movie whatsoever? It's just like a trailer. It's like a line they use in the trailer or a scene they use in the trailer, and then you see the movie and you're like, I never saw that line. I never saw that scene.
I get frustrated when I see that scene, but it's like a new retake they did, and it's not as funny as it was in the preview. Like it's a little different.
So I did notice that in Justice League. There were a couple of little zingers or a couple of little lines that were in the trailer that weren't in the movie. I thought it was I don't want to call it a train wreck because that train wreck's kind of harsh. It was kind of scatterbrained, but it was fun. It was like a fun scatterbrained movie. I thought it was a very fun movie.
I would say I was more entertained with this movie than I was watching Batman Superman. I remember watching that one. I had a hard time following what was going on, and
Okay, side note, you need to watch the director's cut. The director's cut is about 30 minutes longer, but it fills in all the holes that you have in that movie. Because the very first time I saw it in the theater, and I was like, I don't understand some of this. And then I saw the director's cut, and I go, oh, like the whole story made sense. Hence a director's cut. It's what the director envisioned, but the studio's like, no, it's too long. Let's shorten it up. So when that movie came out, I had the director's cut, and my brother-in-law asked me about the movie. He's like, is it good? I said, watch this version first before you watch any other version, and it will make sense. So you need to watch the director's cut, and it's way better.
okay.
Zack Snyder, you are a genius on the director's cut. Your theatrical cut sucks. Of Batman vs Superman. Justice League, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you have to watch. I think you do need to watch Batman vs Superman first, or else there's a huge spoiler alert way at the very beginning.
Boy, there's a couple spoiler alerts. Yeah. But the characters I thought were good. I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I like it too because he doesn't talk as much.
Well, Ben Affleck is an older Batman.
He is.
He's supposed to be like in his late 40s, early 50s. He's kind of winding it down as Batman, and you can kind of see that he's already like worn out. He's like, I'm too old for this shit. But I like him as Batman. He's more. I think he's too good of shape for being old Batman. Mm-hmm. But in general, like just his mannerisms and the way he thinks, I think that's all like cool for old Batman. But old Batman is not that athletic. I'm sorry.
No, he's really not.
This dude was doing like backflips and shit in a bat suit.
You know that ain't real. That ain't real.
But the guy that played the Flash, I thought he was funny.
He was hilarious. Ezra Miller.
I thought he was funny. I thought it was a pretty big movie. Like the effects and all that were cool. Mm-hmm. I'd like to have seen more Alfred. I always want more Alfred.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love a good Alfred?
I think Alfred's a good character. Jeremy Irons is a smart ass in this movie. I like it. It didn't get as good of ratings as it probably could have, but I thought it was a good movie.
I think those movies are tough because, they're introducing all these new characters and people that have read the comic books,
yeah, and you have
or watched other like animated shows about them already have like their preconceived notions on how that character should act and be.
Well, not only that, but you already know Wonder Woman, you already know Batman, you already know Superman, and now we're gonna throw in Cyborg and the Flash and Aquaman, and you don't really know a whole lot about them. We're gonna throw them in the movie too. And then we're going to kind of give you the backstory as we go along. Yeah. So that's always kind of a weird combination.
It really is, because now like I don't care about the next Justice League movie. I care about like the Flash backstory and the Cyborg backstory and the Aquaman backstory. I want to see those movies.
Right.
I'm more interested in those now than I am the next Justice League movie.
I don't know. I'd like to see another. There is going. That's a spoiler alert.
I don't think it's that much of a spoiler.
Just watch the ending credits.
Yeah, stay through to the end of the credits.
There's 2.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. I've watched enough comic book movies over the years, and most people have, to where you shouldn't get up. You know something's coming up, and like half the theater leaves, and my girl's like, "Let's get up." I go, "No, just sit here." These people are idiots. They don't know. They've never been to a comic movie in a theater. They don't know that there's at least 2 endings, if not 3.
I stay till the end of the credits for every movie I go to. And
really?
I know, yes, and I know that doesn't mean that there's going to be something at the end of the credits every time. But for me, it's more of I paid to be here. I'm going to sit here and watch the credits, and then I just wait for the bathroom chaos to die down.
Like you want to see who did grip and the boom mic handler and.
I mean, I like to see like where they film because they put that. I like to see the soundtrack.
Zhao Ming in Beijing. You want to give shout out to him at the very bottom of the last page of the credits.
There's good music sometimes. I like to listen to the music.
Maybe you're not old enough to remember this, but a lot of these movies that have a lot of effects, there is a shitload of credits. Like credits go on forever now. I used to think credits went on forever when I was little. Now they go on for literally forever.
Yep.
like 10 minutes worth of credits.
Mm-hmm.
How
It's
many-
like a whole nother little movie at the
How many
end.
damn people were in this movie?
A lot. It takes a lot to make movies like that now.
And can we fast forward that? Is there a way to legally? Do you have to show it slow enough to where you can read every name, or can you like kind of like bump it up at the end and just We just
sign
have-
off to the camera operator
we just have
up
to
there
show
and just
you
be
that-
like, let's go.
we just
Keep
have
it
to show
going.
you that it's on in print, but we don't actually have to let you read it. We can't do that,
Well, I mean, those people aren't in the movie. How else are they going to get credit?
you know.
No, they existed.
Like, hey, when you go see Justice League, I'm in there. I'm at the last frame of the last credit. Watch me.
In the last 48 seconds,
Yeah,
you'll see my name.
You gotta hit the timer, and when there's 48 seconds left, you'll see me. You know, Ming Chuang from Beijing, and I don't know.
Graphic design
I did all graphic design.
for
I-
scenes 18 through 98.
I spray painted Spider-Man's crotch for this one scene, and I get credit for it.
You got paid for it.
You know what? I want to be in a movie. I want to do something like that.
I do too.
We should do that. Pound movie experience.
Pound movie experience.
We should be in a movie
We should be in a movie
for one scene.
for one scene. Let's be extras in a movie.
I want to have a line though. I want to say something like, I don't know. I want to say something really shitty. I do.
So if you get one line in a movie and you want to say something shitty,
How about I'm in a restaurant.
and you're that one customer,
I'm in a shitty diner. I'm in a really shitty diner, and I just tell the waitress, more salmonella, please.
I can be the waitress and I can be like, "Gotcha, sweetie. I'll be right back. Give me some freaking undercooked chicken."
And then you spit it in.
You're not gonna get salmonella from that.
No, I'll get meningitis.
I will rub whatever you get like on the floor or on the kitchen counter, and then give it to you.
You know, I just think I don't know. That's my next claim to fame is I need to be in a movie. If there's anybody out there doing even an indie movie, I'd like to be in it.
Me too.
I think we deserve at least one line.
I'd do it for free.
If we get to die, that's even better. But it better be a gruesome death.
Yeah, more blood. Lots of
Like,
blood.
can we be doing a show like a remote location and then somebody gives me a package and we blow up? Is that too much special effects?
Someone comes through and just like stabs like a javelin or something through you, and it just comes out your front.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We could be doing like a parade. We could be
Ooh.
like narrating the parade, and then somebody comes through like shooting up the place. Yeah, and then we're just you know, what's that word? Collateral damage. We just get shot, or maybe we get trampled. Yeah, there's some horses.
There are horses.
The horses get loose in the parade and they trample me. And there's like a scene where it just like
And all
smacks me in
the
the
other
head.
people that are there, you know, can trample you because, you know, there are people crowding the sidewalks.
I think I should get trampled by a horse, maybe from a cop. It's like one of those horseback cops. The horse kicks him off, and he runs down through the parade, and I fall over. I get trampled by people, and then the horse steps on my head and crushes my skull. But during the whole time, you're just narrating. You're just and
Sergio got trampled, and oh my god, the horse is stepping on his head.
You're very normal. You're like, oh, and as the gunshots ring like Christmas bells, and the blood flows.
And the
like,
blood of a bright red Christmas color.
yeah, and oh,
We celebrate this holiday season, thankful.
and the horse is trampling frantically at 20 miles an hour. And oh, there goes my host. I'm looking for a new host now. Please come see me. Something like that. I think we should do that. I think that would be a good idea.
We could totally do something like that.
So that was our movie review. That was a movie review that went way in the left field. It was very scary, very dark.
Yeah,
So
you took it to a dark place.
I do that. What can I say? So let's listen to some more non-combative, non-copyright sound music 2017. We'll be back.
I dig it.
So, law and disorder. I had to think about it. I was like, what the hell
What are we called?
What are we called?
Who are we?
Drunken loitering. I still like when I was looking up law and disorder on I think it was YouTube, and I kept seeing lawn disorder. What?
Lawn, like LAWN.
Yeah, LAWN, lawn disorder. I don't know what it is, but it seemed pretty interesting just to have a name, lawn disorder.
I used the ampersand sign because I wanted to avoid the lawn, LAWN.
Lawn disorder. So during the break, we were talking about my.
Sergio had to go pee
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Every time
He went pee during the last break too.
and I think the one before that. It's called breaking the seal, right?
When you pee the first time.
Yeah.
After that, you're just peeing.
Well, and I was asking Kate here. I said, is it just me or do men pee more once they break the seal than women? But in general, to me, it seems like women pee more than men. But when they've been drinking, it's like the alcohol stops them up, and then suddenly guys are peeing every 4 minutes. I pee like an 80-year-old man.
I told you because alcohol is a diuretic, so it pulls the water out of your body, and that's why people get drunk and hungover because you're dehydrated, right?
I guess.
Yeah. So maybe it's because you're bigger than me. You might be more hydrated than me. There's more water in your system.
I'm not fat. I'm just hydrated. I love it. Next time I go to the doctor, I'm not fat. I'm just hydrated. Yeah, good one.
Pound, not fat, just hydrated.
Yeah, pound, not fat, just hydrated. I like it.
I mean, I think it's true. I think guys in general are just bigger than girls in general, not fatter, just taller, broader.
There's some girls
more body mass.
There's some girls that are taller and broader and have more body mass. I don't recommend going out with those. I
just said in general. I didn't say for everybody. But I think that's what it is. I think you're just more hydrated than I am. How much have you drank? This is only your second beer.
It's my third.
Oh, well, I guess that's getting there.
You've only had half a beer.
I've had one beer and a quarter.
Oh, well, that's probably another reason why I pee more than you. I've had more beers. I've had almost three times as many beers.
Probably.
So.
That was an easy answer to that question.
Yeah, we went around. What was it? You go around the ass to get to the hole or something. I forgot what the saying is. There's some saying about you taking too long to get to the point. I don't think it was that.
I don't think that was. Gosh, now you look it up because now I'm interested.
Surely that wasn't right. Surely that wasn't right. So, what are your plans for the Thanksgiving holiday?
Well, I have to go to work tomorrow.
Ugh. Oh, you gotta go to work.
But it's gonna. I know it's gonna be slow, so I'm hoping we do like a half day. I'm supposed to go out with my boyfriend tomorrow with his best friend and girlfriend. I don't know what we're doing or where we're going, but it'll be great. I'm excited to see him. I know him, so we were good friends in high school.
Oh, the friend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they live in Houston right now, so they're coming up to Dallas for the holiday, so we're gonna go hang out with them.
Nice.
Then Thursday,
turkey
with my family, and then I might go over to my boyfriend's to watch the Cowboys game.
They'll win that one.
Yeah. And then, there's Black Friday coming up. We should talk about Black Friday.
That sounds racist. Oh, we're talking about that Black Friday. Okay.
You made it racist.
Okay, sorry.
That was Sergio, guys, not me.
Pound, not sorry. Pound, sorry.
Pound, sorry, not sorry.
Pound, whatever.
Well,
so Black Friday has nothing to do with that kind
do you go shopping on Black Friday ever?
I used to. And then now, they do it on Thursdays. They start Thursday night.
Yeah, like Thursday at 5 or 6 p.m.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done Black Friday. Now you can do it all online, and really a lot of that stuff goes on sale on Thursdays, and you can just order it while you're eating your turkey.
Just buy it online.
Yeah.
And you get free shipping on so much of it.
But I'm not gonna lie, some of it is fun. Some of the Black Friday stuff is fun.
Just to go people watch?
No, I'm gonna go get this PlayStation. There's only 10 of them available. I'm gonna get one. You know what? I'm gonna do it. And then you're just like, yeah. get
See,
one.
I never saw like the joy in that. Like I hate shopping on Black Friday. And so my mom works at Kohl's department store.
Yes.
And she has to work Black Friday like she does every year. And I remember going one year and there was a line, like it was before midnight. This is when they opened at midnight. Okay, there was a line, and not just any line, but there was a line around the entire building back out into the parking lot
To get $4 socks or whatever the hell they're.
to get 30% off a Christmas tree. Like, come on, guys.
This
like-
back in the day, in high school, I worked at Walmart, and I was fortunate enough to not work Black Friday. Don't know how that happened, but do you remember Furby, the little Furby?
The little demon toys?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Well, they've come out again since then, but in the very beginning, the first year they came out, probably like 99, 2000, they came out, and one of my buddies his job was to bring out the Furbies, and he brought them out in like a pallet or whatever. He's like, dude, people were just fighting over them, and I'm just kind of like just throwing them out. And just like, oh, get your damn Furby. So apparently, in some other part of the store, these women were fighting over something. Like they were kind of pushing each other, trying to pull at it. And again, I'm dating this. There was a big screen TV, like the old school big screen TVs, and they pushed each other into the big screen TV, and the TV landed on this lady. I come in as a patron, probably like an hour after this happened. Like I'm just coming in to just talk to my buddies, and I see an ambulance outside of Walmart, and I think there was even a care flight. And I'm like, dude, what happened? They go, oh, all these ladies were fighting over something, and the TV fell on her. So yeah, I've seen all kinds of weird stuff.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't see the joy in it. I don't see the pleasure in it when you can just buy it online.
Some of it's a competition. It's just you want to know that you did it.
I think I already won because I didn't go fight them for no reason. I got to stay in the comfort of my own home.
Sometimes you just
And
want to go fight them for no reason.
hey, okay, well if that's your thing, go for it.
Sometimes you
But
just want to watch the world
if
burn.
you're gonna start a fight, you better win it.
Just
That's all I
saying,
say.
Sometimes you just want to raise some hell. You want to buck the system.
Fight it in the ass.
What?
Fight it in the ass.
Fight who in the ass?
The system.
The system? Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Be-
that costs extra.
Whatever.
I mean, so I've heard. I read that in a book.
Well, like, so I'm not going shopping for Black Friday, but I'm very interested in Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday is Black Friday for people that don't want to talk to people.
Yeah. Plus, I want a new MacBook. I need a new MacBook. My MacBook's from 2010.
You know the MacBooks are on sale on Black Friday.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, get you a little MacBook, $250 off, I believe.
Yeah, I want to get the 15-inch MacBook Pro.
She wants a Pro because she's professionally. What do you do professionally that requires a MacBook Pro?
Video editing.
Oh, like this?
Yeah.
Is this professional editing, really?
This is a live video, or supposed to be a live video, but the videos I do edit, yes, I need the.
So if our videos look like shit, it's because you didn't have a MacBook Pro.
Or I'm doing it on my old MacBook, and it's dying.
So that means that they're going to look really awesome after the MacBook Pro.
Hopefully.
Oh, and so if they look like shit, that means that the MacBook Pro.
That means I'm gonna return my MacBook Pro.
Okay. You're like, hey, you didn't make my shitty video look better. Taking it back.
Seriously, like, it's hard to make a crappy video on
You
these
couldn't make
things.
this asshole look better on camera. Taking it back. I know, she's working with a mess here. By the way, I haven't shaved in 21 days.
Really? Oh, it is No Shave November.
It is no shave. Technically, I'm supposed to be able to, like, shave certain parts to, like, clean it up. I didn't do it. I just said, nope, I'm going Grizzly
like,
Adams.
Are you allowed to trim? Like, is that?
Yeah, you're supposed to be allowed to, like, trim and, like, kind of clean it up. No, I just haven't put a razor to it in 21 days.
It's not bad for 21 days.
You know, I'm looking pretty homeless. If I hadn't gotten a haircut last week, I'd look more homeless. But, I don't know.
Well, you're beating me.
Well, I mean, I hope.
I'm losing pretty bad.
I mean, you know, hope you don't have that growing.
Yeah, I'm just screwing around.
So, Thanksgiving, right around the corner. Holidays right around the corner.
Christmas? Oh my god, I have to go shopping.
I've already started.
You already started?
Dude, I started a month ago.
What?
Started online, yep.
Go you.
I don't want to deal with lines. I want to pay off my credit cards by the time I'm eating my turkey. I don't want to be racking them up.
I don't have a credit card.
You
I
don't
need a credit card.
You don't need one.
No, I
That's
need a
a-
credit card.
That's a whole other conversation for a whole other day.
But I need to build my credit.
That's what I used to do for a living. I used to do credit counseling.
Yeah, I need to build my credit. I don't have a credit card.
Well, I don't know, that's a whole other story. I don't know.
I mean, my credit's not awful.
You
It's
don't-
not bad.
It's non-existent at this point.
I have credit,
Oh, well, then you don't need a credit card.
but it needs to be better.
That doesn't mean you need a credit card. You just need to take care of the credit you have.
Okay, like what?
I don't know what you have, so I couldn't tell you.
Everything I have is paid off.
Oh.
My
You know-
car's paid off. My student loans are paid off.
Look at you. Baller. Most kids
Yeah.
with student loans still owe like $40,000. Go
Yeah.
you.
So I had like 30 grand in debt when I graduated.
You paid it off.
I paid half of it off in one payment because I had saved up, and then because I live at home like a bum, I don't pay rent, so I would pretty much pay like $1,000 every month toward my student loans, and got that paid off in 13 months.
Most kids live at home after they graduate and they still don't pay it off. So good job.
Thanks.
High five to you.
Woo.
So.
Take a lesson, y'all.
Yeah. If you're
Live
gonna-
at home, mooch off your parents, because they love you and they want what's best for you. So take advantage of that.
At some point, they'll tell you to leave and they'll never want you back.
Oh yeah, I know. I
Don't
know.
come back unless you got grandbabies. That's what they're going to tell you.
God,
At that point, you just don't come back.
just don't go
Don't
back.
give them grandbabies. It's not worth it.
No.
It'll cost you way more than the student debt ever did.
Kids
Trust
are
me.
so expensive.
Trust me. Well, I got one and he's super expensive. Love you, Andrew. Still love him. So, okay, we'll be back.
Sure, it's my turn to go break the seal.
We're gonna break it together. Together, not hashtag together, not pound together, not together.
No, different bathrooms.
Pound the gender inequality bathrooms. DJ Kate in the mix.
And DJ Czechoslovakia. We're here. Are you here? Because you should be, because we're ready to party.
Seems like there needs to be like a bell. Or triangle.
Triangle.
And then this is the part where the siren comes in. Hold on, it's coming. Here, hold on, it's coming right here. It's working its way up.
We're getting there.
I did it too early on the siren. I don't know what the hell we're listening to, but it's pretty funny. So, we were talking about future plans for this show. One, hopefully never listen to this music again. Horrible idea.
Well, that'll depend on whether or not he forgets his tablet again.
I know. Forgot the master music switch here. Well, we'd like to do a tailgate party at some point.
Yeah.
Just some event, concert, sporting event, something. Perhaps take this thing to a bar. Enjoy patrons at a bar.
Maybe interview some bar people.
Interview some bar people.
Some bartenders. See where we go.
Bartenders, bar flies, you know. Yeah, I'd love to hear some stories from some bartenders. I'm sure they got horror stories.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Some great insight.
They have some insight, I'm sure.
One other thing we also talked about maybe doing, maybe like a video series. You know, we're called Law and Disorder. What if we, started drinking and then talked about actual, maybe court cases that are going on right now, or something along those lines.
Talk about some court cases.
Whether they're funny or ridiculous.
We're gonna create some court cases ourselves.
We can create some.
Yeah, we're gonna go break some shit. Yep.
I can be Judge Kate over here, and I can deem them lawful or disorderly.
I like it. I like it.
And of course, with all these things too, like, we would love for you guys to give us your ideas. If we go to a bar, tell us what bars you want to see us at. If
what
we're
bars, what beers do you recommend?
yeah, like, we drink
wine?
beer for every show. You guys want us to get a certain beer? We'll get it. Just make sure it's something we're able to get. Don't be giving us some beer that we can only get in Germany or something.
And if it is only in Germany, mail it to me. Somehow.
Yes, send it to us, and we will happily drink it for you and give you our critiques.
German beer, you don't chill German beer, right? It's just hot.
What?
Like most real beer, like most of the real beer made in Europe, isn't it just hot?
Well, I mean, they brew it.
I know, but I'm
It's
saying, but they just but you don't drink it on ice. Like, you don't drink it cool.
Ew.
So yeah, they could just send it over and it'll just taste the same as if they were. Yeah, not everybody cools their stuff, dear. It's American.
I know.
It's an American thing.
Well, then, yeah, we'll get the true experience if you send that.
Give me your hot, sweaty beer and let's see what it's about.
Yeah.
So
send it over.
Yeah. Oh no, something.
Oh no, is that an ad?
It's an ad.
Oh man.
I threw an ad up there. There you go. There's music.
We don't own the ad. Just saying.
We just own ourselves. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do more awesome videos for you guys in person.
But
on
once
the
we get
streets.
our new office set up as well,
The new
it's a
studio,
big,
the new digs.
big.
This is temporary digs in the new digs.
Yeah, we are in the right building. We're just not in the right room.
Long story. Long story.
Long story you guys don't want to hear.
No.
Trust me, I've heard it like too many times.
There's a legal
myself.
battle ensuing.
Uh,
Next episode, we'll be out in the street doing it in front of the building,
almost.
and I'll be stealing power from the landlord. So just let you
So
know.
that's our biggest obstacle right now. Once the digs are set in stone, and we get Wi-Fi,
Yeah,
we will be fully up and running. So
it will be operational.
until
Right.
then, we will be doing these videos and posting a lot of stuff on social media to try to keep you guys entertained and get you more
We're
involved.
doing a very bad job at that, by the way.
I just created it.
Oh, I meant keeping people entertained.
Oh yeah, I don't think we're very good.
Very good. My God, can we do our YouTube page, Drunk and Disorderly, worst episode ever, and then the next show is even worse than the last one?
Well, it's Law and Disorder, but we can try.
Law and Disorder, worse than the last show, and then episode 4, still sucking.
Episode 5, can it get much worse?
Yeah. Episode 6.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Episode 6. Are you even watching it?
Episode 7. Why are you still here? Go watch something else.
Episode 8. What's episode 8?
Did your computer freeze
Yeah.
on our page?
Episode 9. They suck at us.
Pretty much.
Episode 10. They're dead again. We got to make it to 10, everybody. Pound 8 more to go.
We're going to do it, and we're going to keep going no matter what people say about us.
We're going to get to like episode 142, still here.
In order to succeed, you have to fail.
I'm good at that.
I'm good at failing too.
I'm good at it. Let's do it. Let's bring the failure. Pound failure.
Pound, bring back the failure.
So, are we getting out of here? Are we leaving?
Yeah, I guess I have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to work tomorrow.
No.
So, on behalf of Law and Disorder, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Is it happy or merry?
It's happy.
Why is it not merry?
Because it's Merry Christmas. I don't know. I don't make the rules, Sergio.
Okay, so it's happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Black Friday. Everyone have a safe weekend.
Happy Black Friday.
Yeah.
Happy Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday.
That's on Saturday. Yeah, you got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday.
And then you rest on Sunday.
And then happy Cyber Monday, bitches. Dude, we're going to be tired by the time we come back from all this.
I know. I'm really exhausted on Monday when I go to work.
I got to go back to work Monday after dealing with all this. I don't know. I need
God.
a day off just from the excitement.
I need a day off after my vacation.
I know. So, we'll enjoy our vacation. You too. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Cheers. Salute. All right, people. Bye.
Bye, guys.